How's it going, everyone? Randall, aka Shizukatz, here on the Tressa's Collectibles channel, and here with me today, of course...
How's it going, guys? Mike here.
And today we're going to be starting off our Quintessential Quintuplets Set 2 gameplay block, and I'm going to be playing the build that we recently deck profiled, the 8 standby Nino-based build. This has a lot of powerful standby effects and a lot of really powerful standby synergies with cards like the level 0 Ninos, some very powerful effects and very powerful things that you can do in this particular deck.
Mm-hmm. On my end, I'm going to be showcasing the 2 new Itsuki climax combos. Now, this might seem like it might be an Itsuki deck, but trust us, what we are trying to maximize the Itsuki cards themselves with a lot of other characters, but the Itsuki combos themselves are very powerful. The level 1 combo in particular allows us to get a lot of hand size, mill through a lot of cards, and then with this nifty new tool of being able to increase our max hand size, this brainstorm allows us to have 1 more card in our hand. We can hoard a lot of cards in our hand to be able to pay the cost for our new Itsuki finisher, which is a discard 3 to burn 1, burn 4. Mm-hmm. So on my end, I'm going to be hoarding a lot of hand, and then Randall is going to be just triggering standby all over the place with his 12 standby Nino deck.
Yeah, exactly. Being able to give standby trigger to the level 3 Nino is definitely a really unique thing about this deck.
Mm-hmm. So thinking about the matchup, the 2-2 Ninos are something that I do expect and will just wipe my board every turn. But as I am a deck that can get my resources fairly easily, I'm not too worried about replenishing my board. And also at the same time, luckily for me, my level 1 Itsukis do have enough power to be able to reverse this 2-2 Ninos on the defense, because those are only 7 to 8k on defense, generally speaking.
Mm-hmm. So playing against this particular deck, so I have played Itsuki waifu builds that are fairly similar in overall strategy, and one thing that I did tend to notice playing that deck is that it can be a little bit hard to pay climaxes out of stock, mostly just because this deck is like very hand focused. Mm-hmm. And you really want to like generate a lot of hand without caring too much about stock. Mm-hmm. That being said, you can tend to sometimes run low on stock going into mid to late game. So that is something that I feel like running these Itsuki cards kind of need to watch out for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I'm going to discard. We'll ditch 3.
And we'll definitely want to ditch your character since I am playing 8 gates. I'll ditch 2.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Alright, draw for a turn. I'm going to start by clocking a 2-3 event. Okay, draw 2.
Now that immediately tells me, unless his hand is really poor, he just has another 2-3 event in his hand already. So we'll keep that in mind.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. I'm going to start by playing a level 0 Nino. So she has 2 effects on play. I'm going to start by using her effect that discards a Nino character to draw a card. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, I will... might as well just do it for the top check information. I'll discard a character to reveal top and then add this back to hand.
Okay.
And the reason I'm putting this in the middle is because the level 0 Nino center runner is still very prevalent in set 2 builds. So I want to place this card in the middle so that when he runs this over, the center slot on his end is going to be occupied and he can't do any runner shenanigans. Mm-hmm. And then I will go to... Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Yeah, no, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. I'm going to play a standby and I'm going to standby out this 1-1 Nino here.
Yep.
And then we will go in for direct attack for 2.
Okay, 1, 2, cancel.
Okay.
Draw for turn. Okay, let's go ahead and clock this level 3 Itsuki. We are an experience deck, needing experience 2 at level 1 for our level 1 combo and experience 6 later on. So we'll go ahead and clock that to draw 2. Okay. Let's see. let's go ahead and just take it slow for the time being. I will go ahead and play the level 0 Ichika climax swapper, and I am also going to use her on play effect to be able to choose a card in my hand and just send it to stock. And then I'm going to follow that up by immediately using it with the level 0 Ichika. The new level 0 Ichika is on play, pay 1, clock myself, search my deck for level 1 or lower, so it's a rekey effect as we call it. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab a copy of my level 1 combo. And then her second effect is on play, I can look at the top card of my deck and either leave it there or mill it. Alright, so activate the top check, and okay with just leaving that there. Okay. Anything else I want to do here? I think I'm okay with just chilling like this for now.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and front here for 1.
Cancel.
And then we'll direct attack for salvage. And I'll go ahead and salvage another of the level E0 Ichika. So that's for 2.
1, 2. Take 2.
Okay.
Alright, stand and draw. I'm going to clock. Draw 2. Okay. So those are... Okay. We're gonna move the 1/1 Nino there, and I'm actually just gonna go to climax bait.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll play another standby, and I'm gonna put this one on the side.
Okay.
With the idea that if he does have center runners, he can't really put them on the side because I have these 1/1s here.
Those are just 5/5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I need 2 more of them.
At level 0, I don't think I can contest 5/5s, unfortunately. So.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and front for 1.
Okay. 1's good. Reverse, stand, and draw. Okay. Let's clock. Let's see. Let's go ahead and clock another of our level 3 Itsuki. Go ahead and grab her back later. Okay. Can we get to 5/5? 3/5. 4, 5. I don't think I can. But I'm going to start with another level 0 Ichika. Go ahead and pay out that climax that we just triggered to salvage her. Clock myself and search. Those are level 1
There's
combos.
a couple level 1 combos, yeah.
Alright, let's get another one. But let's go ahead and make sure that there's nothing in our deck that can give us more power at level 0. I don't think there is. Nothing comes to mind. Yeah, so I don't think I can contest, unfortunately. At level 0, plenty of ways. At level 1, we have plenty of ways for power boosting, but at level 0, not quite yet. So we'll just go ahead and prepare for our level 1 game. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and play a Nino just to attack with. This is our Nino runner from set 1. We'll also play our hand size Brainstormer. Itsuki is a search Brainstormer, and then also if I have 5 more hand during my turn, she's front 500. And then I also have max capacity 1 hand plus 1. Oh, hand plus 1. I think that's about it for me. So we'll go ahead and start with a... I don't think it matters. Alright, let's go ahead and start with a direct here. And that's for 2.
1, 2, take 2.
Let's see, I'm on 3.
Yeah, so siding versus fronting here is basically how willing are you to take potentially more damage next turn?
I'm pretty down to just front. Not too concerned about taking too much damage since I am at 0.5 here. So we'll front for 2.
1, 2, level up. And with red red incoming. I could take this opportunity to level this yellow, and I think I will. We have 2 copies of this card. We can always get the other one.
Yeah. All right, and then as for this one, let's see. What is the potential swing here? 2, 2. I would assume 2 is the baseline, so 6. Yeah, I'm okay with fronting here. So I'll front and I'll go ahead and crash again, and that's for another 2.
1, 2, take 2.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, I will stand, and I'm going to clock this 1, 1. Draw 2. Huh, very interesting. We'll go ahead and play a Itsuki Fukajiro and an Ichika Brainstorm. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the Ichika Brainstorm effect, pay 1, rest 2, and Brainstorm 5, and then for each climax hit, I get to search my deck for an Ichika. So I hit 1. So I will search, and I will grab... I'll grab the Ichika early play.
Okay. Yeah, a card that can only search for Ichikas, but is very valued in this particular deck for her ability to also pay 1 and sacrifice herself to top deck 4 and add anything. So very synergistic in a standby build.
Alright. Not really much else to do, so we'll just proceed to the main plan.
Yeah, that's kind of just what standby does, right? You just sit on your guys and play more guys.
Yeah, so we're going to standby out the 2/2, and then I'll use her effect when she's standbyed out by this climax, during the climax phase. I can sack the climax, stand her, and she gains 1k cross turn.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and direct here first for 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, level. Let's go ahead and level. Let's go ahead and level the early play. And then, okay.
And then we will direct here for 3.
These triggers. 1, 2, 3. 3's good.
And they were bound to come at some point.
Yeah.
I've got a whole lot of non-triggers in my waiting room right now.
Alright, hopefully there's not one left in there for you to trigger.
Front for 2.
Nice. Okay. 1, 6, perfect. I reversed and stand and draw.
So on your turn, my cards are 7, 5 on the sides and 8 in the middle.
Okay. Let's see how much deck we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 16 in deck. We're out 3. So let's go ahead and brainstorm. We will not clock to try to keep some clock compression going, and with the intention of refreshing this turn. We hit 1, so we're going to search our deck for 1 Quints character. What is my hand size going to be? One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2. Okay, I don't think it'll quite get to 9 hand. Let's go ahead and start grabbing things that will allow us to loop climax combo in case we do draw another gate next turn. So we'll salvage the other brainstorm we play in this deck, which is the Itsuki salvage brainstorm from set 1.
So this particular brainstorm is a one of copy with more emphasis on the increased hand size from the search brainstorm.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and play 2 copies of the Itsuki climax combo that we searched out with 2 Ichika Rikis. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So ideally, if I attack with 2 Itsukis, I mill 4 cards per, and then I attack 1. So I want to mill 1 more. I think that's probably okay. So I'm going to play another copy of the level 0 Ichika and use her on-play top trick effect, and I'm going to mill it. This allows me to end turn with 1 card in deck to guarantee that I get the clock compression. And then I'm going to play my level 0 Itsuki back row. She has an effect where I can rest herself and give one of my characters 500 power, and when I reverse that character, I can heal one from my opponent and then clock shoot that character I reversed. This is also really nice because the Itsukis themselves have an act ability where when I use a startup, once per turn they get 1500 power, so this will allow me to challenge the 2-2 Nino.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, so that goes 4, 5, 6k, 6, 5, 7, 5, 8k exactly. Okay.
Okay, 6, 5, yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play our 1k1 now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll start
So how many cards in hand currently?
I currently have 3 cards in hand. So if I, let's see, 7. I'm going to start with the Ichika first. And I'm going to front with her since I think Randall has a lot of damage left in his deck. So I'm going to front with the Ichika, and that's for 3.
Okay, so the reason that I think fronting with the Ichika is better than siding is because if you side and this inflicts 1, then
these front for 2s could put you at 2-0.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So which means that you would not be able to use the clock ability because you can't use it if I have no cards in clock.
Yeah.
That being said,
I triggered
that front for 3. I'm kind of down to take this one now. All right. So we take it. I'm gonna go ahead and level the 1/1. Okay. We don't need that anymore.
So now I'm going to want to attack with the side Itsuki first, or after that, because I want this attack to resolve when Randall has damage.
Okay, so you have 3 hand
right
now.
So I have 3 hand right now, which means if I activate the climax combo and don't exactly check 3, I won't actually have enough power to tie the 1/1.
Yeah, because you will be 500 power short from not fulfilling the brainstorm power requirement.
Given that I am only out 4, I do not think my chances of hitting 3 are extremely high. But at the same time, I'm kind of okay just trying to push a bit more damage, so I'll go ahead and take that risk. And I'm going to front here as well.
Sure.
And I'm going to discard the 2/1 anti-change Itsuki to top check 3 if I have experience 3 higher. 1, 2, and 3. So I add up to 3 Quints characters I see. So I add 2. This does mean that I have only 4 cards in hand, so unless I trigger a gate right here, I will be 500 short. So trigger, salvage. So this does put me at 7-5. And I'll go ahead and salvage a level. I should consider how I'm going to pay out that climax, actually. I guess having that early play would have been nice. No, I think I'll just double brainstorm next turn. So I'm going to grab another level 3 Itsuki finisher. And that's for 2.
1, 2. Darn, did not cancel. If we double canceled both of these, that would have been nice.
Alrighty, and then I'm going to front here, and I'm going to discard the Search Brainstorm. Top check 3. 1, 2, 3. Add 2. The healer and the mill 4. And then trigger for 2.
1, 2. Didn't cancel that either. Alright, and
then I will go ahead and activate the Itsuki effect.
Yep.
And
then this is also dead.
Right,
because it's that tied. Yeah. Alright. Can I check where you're in, please?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's all 7. Besides, I should check which one it is missing. Which one was it? So. Okay, so it's a level 3 climax that he triggered. Alright. I'm going to. I'm going to encore by discarding the 3/2 Ichika.
Okay.
Alright, stand and draw. I think I'm just going to move some cards up.
Just keep attacking.
Thinking about using the Ichika, because I do have climaxes still left in my deck. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do. Actually, how good is just triggering these standbys? Triggering these standbys could be just really good.
Refill your board with a massive power line.
Yeah, I think I'm down to just attack and trigger these standbys actually. And just get good cards on the board. Alright, so we'll just go to attack phase.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack with the Itsuki first, since if I trigger standby later, I might want to standby over this. And this is gonna be for 2.
Okay. Refreshing 7. There you go. Okay, so take the refresh first, and then we level. We'll go ahead and level yellow. This also finalizes our experience 6 requirement, and then we'll finish taking the damage for 2. 2's good.
Alright, then direct here for 3. And I'm going to bring out a 3/2 Nino.
Okay.
For 3.
1, 2, 3. 3's good.
Alright, and then one more attack here for 3 once again, and so I could stand by over. I could stand by over this Itsuki, or I could stand by over here. Kind of, sort of regretting not attacking with this and then leaving the Itsuki in the back row now. That could have been a good play, and that allows me to stand by this and then also use this effect.
Well, at the same time though, like I guess you don't know if like the last card's the hit, right? Unless you wanted to get rid of the climax in hand or something.
Yeah, that's true. It's not too much of a problem, I think. We'll just.
What if a play would be to stand by over one of the 1/1s? Because you can probably get some value off of either of these cards, right?
Yeah. Potentially, yeah. The thing is that standbying in the front row just means that like this is
Probably
prone to just getting run over.
Right, so it would be either the back row standing over the Ichika or just something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just down to put this here.
Okay. So that's 4, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Level. Oh boy. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and get blue here. All right, we are at level 3. Draw for turn. Okay. How many in waiting room?
I have 5 in waiting room.
5 in waiting room.
Yeah, 3 level 3, 2 level 2.
I wonder if we go for it. Already. We do have the resources to do a double, so it's not a problem. And if he's refreshing 5, we do have a chance of killing him. Either way, I think starting off with an Itsuki is not a bad idea, since she does have a draw to discard one. So we'll see where that goes and adapt from there. So we'll play the level 3 Itsuki on play she has draw to discard one.
And considering that Mike didn't cancel a bunch, I feel like he might draw a bunch of climaxes. Well, you didn't clock this turn, right?
I did not. I'll go ahead and discard this climax.
Not clocking makes me wonder if Mike top decked the climax.
I'm gonna play another one. And I'm gonna draw 2 discard one. And then I'm going to discard a climax. So at this point, we're definitely going for it. Okay. So we do have quite a bit of range here, and we do also have the opportunity to get some side attacks off just to try to dodge his -3 soul counter. So, what do we want for our last attacker? We probably want to heal still.
But that does mean that if I want to heal with the Ichika, I would also need to hit a climax on a brainstorm afterwards, or trigger another gate if I do want to resolve both of the Itsuki, since they are discard 3 Quints characters on attack. And that might not be something I'm willing to chance, given that since I think I am committed to the double Itsuki here, going for the burns is my first and foremost priority. So, with that being said, I think I'm just going to chill with the rest of the cards. I'm going to move this to the front row, and then I'm going to play the Itsuki Brainstorm from set 1, and I'm going to play her on the... Wait, hold on, actually. No, can't play her. Need the hand. just gonna push her up. I kind of forgot that I need the hand.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and activate the Itsuki's effect to rest herself and give this particular Itsuki the on reverse effect of setting to clock. I think that's it.
Okay.
We need to hold on to the rest of our hand so we can discard them. So we're going to play the 1k1 that goes with the level 3 Itsuki. And I am going to... Let's see. We can side. Burn ping 1, ping 4. Ping 1, refresh, you go to 2-5, burn 4, cipher. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, I'm going to side. And then I'm going to discard 3 Quints characters as part of her cost. 1, 2, 3, and then I also do need experience 6, which I do have, so I'll burn 1.
Okay, so that's the 1. Okay, so we take refresh first, then we actually resolve the damage. So this is just here. So refresh penalty, and then 1, and
then now burn 4.
4. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
That's not good. We'll level a Riki here.
Okay. And then now for her trigger, side for 3.
Oh my god.
We are just taking damage this game.
I'm just dead.
Alright, we'll side here as well. On attack, discard 3, burn 1.
I'm just dead.
Alright, excellent game here. What is this, like turn 4?
I think so.
Yeah, because my turn 1, I play the Climax Dropper Riki. Turn 2, I try Theater. Turn 3, I play the Itsukis. Turn 4, I Climax Combo to level 3.
Yeah, take a look at this.
That's what I figured. Jeez. Yeah, hey, I mean, it is one of those games, right?
Yeah.
Where... At the beginning, I kind of figured that you were just...
Oof.
Yeah. That's one of the things with Standby, right? Especially... just based on the way you were playing early game, I kind of figured that you just had a bunch of climaxes. So I just started like crashing everything, even though I had the opportunity to decide. I was just like, hey, I have a pretty good chance of sticking damage here, so I'm just gonna front. And then it turns out that I also took a bunch of damage. And then I went from 1-6 to 3-1, and I was like, Randall was refreshing with 5.
And then I died.
And then you died. Yeah.
If anything, I think the one thing that this game definitely showcased is that this card just needs like a whole bunch of hand. You really do need to be hitting those level 1 combos in order to build up the hand size. Otherwise, this deck just kind of really doesn't have much to do. Like the early play heal is one way that this deck can like kind of bounce back from a poor game, but that does also cost you additional hand. And so in that sense, this deck can tend to seem kind of like feast or famine.
Yeah, I really think it is all in on drawing the Itsuki Climax. It's super dependent on drawing the Itsuki Climax. I was actually really fortunate in this game because I actually didn't have Itsuki Climax until I think the turn that I Climax combo. But I knew at the same time that if I didn't go for the Itsuki combo, I would have nothing else to do anyway. So like I just started searching for the Itsukis even though I didn't have the combo yet.
Yeah, that's why it's really important to also run cards that... Oh, where's the Climax Swapper?
Yeah,
really important to run cards that can help you grab your pieces. So the new level 0 Brainstorm that is like the main Brainstorm that we focus on is a search. So in that particular game, you had 2 copies of your level 1 combo just like go straight to clock.
Yeah, and it was okay for me to use the stock effect and then attack with the Ichika. Even though I knew that it was a climax dropper that would help me increase my consistency of finding the level 1 climax combo. The only reason I did that was because I already had one of these in hand, so I had the insurance of being able to salvage her back if I didn't need to find the correct climax.
Yeah. Definitely this particular card is like super strong in this particular
didn't get to showcase this particular card, but the PR effect, which is coincidentally also the effect of the new Quintessential Quintuplets store PRs with each of the individual girls. I think this is all the same effect, right? Of you don't need color. Startup, you can rest yourself, give one of your characters to 1000, and then also startup.
Cross turn 1.
Cross turn 1000. Crazy. And then also startup, you can discard a card from your hand and sacrifice yourself to salvage any character from waiting room.
Yeah.
Just a tremendous set of effects, honestly.
Yeah, and amazing synergy with the level 1 combo, being able to proc the plus power while also simultaneously giving it cross turn power, so it becomes even more defensible with cards like the level 0 counter.
Yeah. On your end, unfortunately, this does not seem like a game where you had a lot of agency in your own plays.
Yeah, sometimes in standby decks that just kind of tends to be the case.
Right.
I feel. I feel like with standby decks you can kind of just like go more with the flow in the way that like however the game goes. In this particular instance, I just happened to like take 10 afterwards, but that just sometimes happens. The sheer amount of damage output that the Itsuki combo outputs just made it so that you could afford to side attack. Like if this was like most other finishers, you would probably want to front attack, and then
which would walk into the 2-3 events.
Yeah. So it just so happened that this particular matchup, just because this card has 5 damage output without even having to account for the soul damage.
Yeah. And then there's obviously another world where like those last 2 climaxes triggered could have been climaxes you cancel with, and the game. There's a lot of what ifs, but at the end of the day, it just so happened where everything lined up, and then we just blasted each other.
I was definitely not thinking that you would go straight from 1-6 to 3, so it's probably like mid 2, and then and then I don't get hurt too much by this.
But... Yeah, I mean, you're probably thinking I don't want to stand by out the Nino level 3 in the front row because he'll use the Ichika early player to contest it, and then blah blah, and then it turns out that I just went to level 3, and
then I just died. Yeah.
But yeah. That does do it for this game. We will have another game featuring the Quintessential Quintuplets 8 standby Nino deck coming up. It'll be a very exciting one, which will feature another recent 8 standby deck that we've profiled for you guys. That might be a hint. But until then, this has been Mike and Randall on the Tressa's Collectibles channels, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Later, guys.
Bye.